Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. And in this video, I just wanted to give an update on the root methods that I was actually talking about, like the alternative root methods that I was actually talking about for Android. So I made a video about a few hours ago talking about Magisk alternatives. If you guys don't know what Magisk is, it's actually like the root APK, like the root manager for Android devices. So you can get super user privileges on your Android devices. So I was talking about, third party or, other, developers that were making, other root methods available. And one of those is actually called APatch, and another one is actually called kernel SU. So I was messing around with it this morning and a little bit last night, on my Google Pixel 7a. I'm actually recording this on my Google Pixel 8 Pro. I actually have it rooted using Magisk. That's, the better way right now. Or, at least the best way, in my opinion, right now, the best, the more common way, I should say. I was messing around with it last night, with my Google Pixel 7a, and that phone is able to be rooted because the bootloader is able to be unlocked and everything, because it's, an unlocked phone. But I was messing around with it last night, and it comes to find out, it turns to find out, that you actually need a custom recovery. So that's the thing, you're not going to be able to do this without a computer, unfortunately, because you're going to have to flash a custom recovery on your device no matter what, no matter if you use APatch or no matter if you use kernel SU or, other methods out there. It's sad, to find out that you're actually going to need a computer, basically either way, to be able to root your device. So it's, it kind of sucks, but, it is what it is. It's the same, excuse me, it's the same, basically like when people would jailbreak iPhones and stuff, you would need a computer. There are methods out there actually that I've heard about, that you can jailbreak an iPhone, without a computer, but it's very rare. This is disappointing news, because I thought that I could just flash it, using the APK itself. I believe I still have the APK on here. Yeah, I do. I'll open it right now and I'll show you guys. So if I go into select the boot image, it's going to tell me to select the boot image, and then it's going to, it's going to flash it, like it's going to, flash it on here on my device, but then it's going to, give you a custom boot image, after you're done, flashing it. And then you're going to have to go to a computer and you're going to have to, install a custom recovery, in order to actually flash it on your device. So it's not actually really flashing it, on your device. It's actually just making a custom boot image. I apologize, for the false information on this. I thought that it was actually going to be able to do it, without a computer, but that's not the case. It's not the case for APatch, and it's not the case for, kernel SU either. I'm hoping, that eventually, they're going to find a way, to be able to actually flash these, without actually having to use a computer, because it can be annoying, especially because, not everybody has a computer. So that's the thing. 99% of people do have computers nowadays, but, if somebody can't really afford a computer or something, or you just don't want one, or you're an older person or something, and, you like rooting your devices or something, but you don't have a computer, then, you're going to be out of luck. You're going to, basically be out of luck, unfortunately. So I would say, the best way right now, it's definitely good that there's other developers out there, making, root methods, with APatch and kernel SU, and even, Shizuku, like I said, I showed you guys some of that, down there. I actually use it on my phone myself. I use it for, different things, just to have it on my phone. I have root access, so I don't really need it. But, I like to, I like technology and stuff, so I like to, keep stuff on my phone that I think is, useful and stuff. So, I like to see what updates, they do to it and stuff. And like I said, that's not really a root method. That's actually a way, well, it kind of is, it's a way to get root access, without actually using, the shell. Like a temporary, root, it's like a temporary root. If you don't have root access on your phone, you can allow it to use, like it'll give you temporary root access, but once you reboot your phone, you're gonna have to, redo all the, stuff again. It's not, like permanently in there like it is with Magisk or other root methods. So you just have to keep that in mind, every time you reboot your phone, with Shizuku, you're gonna have to, rerun the commands and everything, the ADB commands, in order to, like get root access, so-called root access, or shell access, to certain APKs or, modules or stuff like that. It's not actually, embedded in your phone. So every time you reboot, it's gonna make you, rerun those commands and everything, which, it's not really that big of a deal because you can do it directly from your phone. But, I would rather have, the actual root access, on my phone, that way when I reboot, I don't have to worry about, constantly running those commands or anything. But, you can do it in the app. It's not that big of a deal. The app is really well laid out. As you can see here, I actually have it running in root mode. It says for rooted devices, so I do have it, running in rooted mode. But yeah, I mean, this is unfortunate. There's not that many custom recoveries out there for Google Pixel devices, so I'm just gonna, for now, I'm just gonna stick with Magisk. Like I said, I don't think the developer is gonna really, abandon it or anything. I don't think he's gonna really abandon it, completely. And if he does, even though he's working at Google now, I don't think he's really gonna abandon it completely. But if he does, there's other developers out there that are making other APKs and stuff, to allow root access on your phone and everything. But for now, I would definitely, just stick with Magisk. I mean, with APatch, you also can flash it on a computer without a recovery. You can do it the Magisk way, where you patch the boot image, the boot IMG or whatever, or the boot INT, I think it's called, on a Google Pixel device. But, right now, I would probably have to say, just stick with Magisk. That's basically what I would say, because that's the easier method right now. You still have to use a computer, yeah, but, it's a lot easier, and it's a lot better, it's a lot better method, in my opinion, at least in my opinion, it's a lot better. But that's basically the video, guys. It kind of is a downer. Like I said, I thought that you would be able to root your device, without using a custom recovery or without using a computer, but that's not actually the case. With APatch and kernel SU, you still have to have a custom recovery, or you still have to have a computer in order to install a custom recovery on your phone, if your phone even supports a custom recovery, which a lot of Google Pixel phones don't. So, that's, TRWP used to be a really good one. They used to support Google Pixel devices, but the developer, he actually said that he got busy. He has kids now, and a lot of stuff going on. Life just got in the way, and he said, he just doesn't have the time, to keep, updating the TRWP, which is very understandable, because it's kind of like a cat mouse with Android, even with these root methods, like with Magisk, APatch, kernel SU, all the root, stuff, like the root, the root developers and everything, they have to, constantly play a cat mouse game with Google, with Samsung, all those, different devices, because every device is different. So, they constantly have to update this stuff, as you can see here, updated 4 days ago, so, they constantly have to update this stuff. And actually, the app was actually updated an hour ago, as you can see right there, for APatch. So, it's constantly a back and forth battle with developers. That's why some developers just stop, supporting root stuff, because it's just, it's constantly, constantly a battle, It's constantly a battle, with Google, and, third-party developers. So, I can't really blame them, because life gets in the way. They have lives, they have work, they have families, they have all that kind of stuff. They don't, just, sit around and do nothing. So, that's the thing. I mean, sometimes stuff gets in the way, like I said with the TRWP developer, he said he has kids and stuff now. So, it just is what it is, it just is what it is. Like I said, though, I think that, Magisk is definitely going to be in good hands. I think that he has another developer, under the hood, there. I think that he has more than one developer, working on Magisk, I'm sure. So, I think that it's going to be good for a while, at least for a couple more years. And it is, actually open source, so basically anybody, can get the code and stuff, and take it over. So, but, I hope that he actually does, continue to support it. But like I said, I'm sure he will. Like I showed you guys in my other video, not too many hours ago, I showed you guys that he was actually active a few hours ago. It was like 8 hours or something. It showed that he was, active on his GitHub. So, it is what it is. I thought that those root methods were going to actually be without a computer or a custom recovery. But that's actually false. So, that's, definitely a downer. But, like I said, guys, I just wanted to get this video out there. I just wanted to touch on this a bit more. I did try it on my Google Pixel 7a, like I said, and it says that I need a custom recovery on that, so I'm not going to, bother doing that. I'm just going to root it with my, Magisk, like I did on my Google Pixel 8 Pro, and my Google Pixel 8. So, it is a downer. I'm definitely hoping one day, that they find a way around that, to actually be able to, root a phone, easier, without actually having to use a custom recovery, or a computer at all. I'm really hoping for that. But, it definitely looks like the root community is in good hands, though. Like I said, there's different methods out now, other than Magisk. There's A-Patch, there's not Elspos, that's actually a module thing. There's A-Patch, there's, Kernel SU, there's Magisk, there's, Shizuku, like I said. So there's 4 of them right there, basically, right there. So it definitely seems like it's in good hands, if something ever does happen to Magisk, and if it ever stops, being supported. So, it looks like, the root community is in really good hands. So that's definitely a good sign. But anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to get this video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.